Hi, folks. This is Mountainman coming to you from parts unknown. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, we got a lot of things going on. Oh my gosh, you heard what Trump said. It's all over the news. We're going to talk about it. I say show the world. Show the world what they're doing. And I put in my thumbnail to discredit and mock them. Mock them for what they're doing. Well, anyway, I hope everybody's doing fine. I'm sorry I didn't get up sooner. But anyway, I'm keeping an eye on the clock because I got to get past 30 or so seconds before I can start talking about what I want to talk about. So I'll just keep it tame for now while people come in the chats. And Mr. T posted this. New York Times. Wow. No matter race, age, or gender, more voters say Trump's policies help them than Biden's. Let's see what this says. Times Siena polls highlight how comparatively well regarded DJT's policies are, even by groups that were affected by policies that the Democrats hope will be motivating issues in 2024. Well, you know, if people are tuning in early and they're saying, well, what's this channel all about? What's this picture of Trump behind bars? And looking in, I'm just going over some things that the New York Times never liked Trump, okay? They're putting this information out. We don't want people going, bah, in the streets, okay? We don't want people in government positions of power doing anything to people on Trump's side that are not lawful, even though that's been occurring. You know, most rational people admit that a lot of people are sitting in jail. Hundreds of people are sitting in jail for extended period of times that it is basically criminal the way they've been treated. And so, you know, there's a reckoning. There's a comeuppance. And it's not only on that, it's on economic issues, folks. You can see here, registered Biden policies have helped you personally. 18% say. Okay, and you see where Trump's at. He's way up at 40, even though it's below 50. The metrics you see in blue and red are enough by gender, by age, by race. And this is a New York Times Siena College poll. All right, as I said, not traditionally a supporter of Trump, just showing facts. So anyway, let me see what else we have here. The Electoral College, no toss-up. Dan Scavino posted this. No toss-up states. Real Clear Politics Electoral College map. Okay. 270 to win. That's the magic number, folks. Keep that in mind. 270 to win. This was as of the 14th. Okay, I got this off of Scavino's teeing off. Ha ha ha. But anyway, let me see you all's gotten in so far. Hi, Jax. Hi, Sinsin. Rubber Toe. Sherry. Finding Dory. Nice to see you. Diane. Single songwriter. Hi, David. William. Debbie's here. David's here. Robin. Hi, Robin. Hope you're feeling good. How you doing? Everybody's thinking about you. Hi, Jax. Oh, I said Jax are way up there, huh? Mike, 1177. B-Dog. Gloria. Haha, Lone Wolf. How you doing? Let's see. On down the line. Hi, Alicia. So, hi, Damon. Whoa. Got a little jumping around action on the chat. So, Angela, nice to see you. Miss Mendersu, you couldn't find me. Oh, you were on another channel. Well, you're better off coming here. Hey, how you doing there, Tennessee? So, anyway, you know, for people that are on the other side of the aisle or want to know what's going on Mr. T's side of the aisle, hey, come on. If you want to talk about stuff, you know, no gratuitous insults or foul language, just ask a question, any old question, I'll engage with you. Just ask anybody in the chats, make a couple of new friends. But anyway, here's what they're all doing. Here's what they're all saying right here. You heard about it. And hey, I watched the speech. Many of you watched the speech. He was talking about the auto industry. You know, the United Auto Workers is a shell of itself. I've talked about that in the past. It is a shell of itself, and it's not even going to exist if things keep going the way it's going with this stupid EV dream, okay, pipe dream of electric vehicles. There won't be a daggone United Auto Workers worth shaking a stick at. Or anything for that matter, because we know where they're all pushing us. They're all pushing us to eat the bugs, right? Yeah, thumbs up. Ha. That's good. If you think about it, give me a thumbs up. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Podge that thumbs up button. William, how you doing? Oh, gosh. You got surgery coming up. All right. Hump day. Okay. Rob, we'll be thinking about you. You hang in there. We got a couple other people looking at the same prospects, you know. So be kind to yourself. Rest your nerves. Island Girl, how you doing? Well, did you get notification, Jersey Joe? That's the question. And if you're subscribed, make sure your notification is hit. But anyway, and here we have, look here. Twitter repeated nonstop on X yesterday. Look at all this. Oh. And they played probably 4 seconds out of an hour and a half of what he actually said. And there's about a 30-second clip from, I think, MSNBC or CNN where they talked about it too. They're going to try to ride this lightning bolt into the ground. And I hope it gets people to go actually to RSBN or even, a lot of people who play extended clips on Truth Social, because it's no different than what the horse hockey they pulled in Charlottesville about really wonderful people supposedly talking about Klan members or whatever the hell they tried to lie about. And how many years did we go by before they played the actual clip? So anyway, I'll get some more of these things out of the way. Here we go. If I'm not elected, Biden's policies will cause a bloodbath for the U.S. auto industry. You see what the camera's saying? Camera's saying one thing, and that's all they're going to say. And who are these people? Where do they get off? Why? Why do they go out of their way to vilify not only Trump, but his supporters? Why do they go out of their way to do it? And in other words, who are these people? Well, we're finding out more and more about who these people are. And we'll be going down the line about that. But the thing is to get it out there to the people who only hear the one side, hear the side of this crowd here. This crowd. That's why we do what we do, folks. And I'll tell you what, if you go on my community page and you see a meme you like, take a screenshot with your phone, okay? Trim it up a little bit. You can crop it down, crop all your information about the time of day and how much your battery's charged, all that. Make your own little meme in your phone, and you can put it on whatever site you want. You could put it on Meta. You can put it anywhere you want. Feel free. Like I said, a meme's not worth it. If it's not worth stealing, it's not worth anything anyway. So let me just see what's going on in the chat. Outlandish, how you doing? Cameraman, how you? Garrett, nice to see you. Well, no, Angela, I got a notion about that. He said it. He said it, and he did the snake. He talked about a lot of things. He also mentioned Nancy Pelosi, and I don't know if you caught that or not. Did anybody catch what he was saying about? And then this time I'm giving a hint and saying, hey, did you catch anything weird about Donald Trump's speech? Because they're all screaming and yelling about BLOD bath. Oh, pure. See, that's a word I can't say. Pure. And I was hoping you'd put zeros in your name. Don't blame me. It's what you call trust and safety on this platform for medical information and for speaking the word BLOOD. I can't help it. I can't help it. So anyway, hopefully, hi Yvonne, how you doing? Nice to see you. So anyway, what did you all catch he said about Nancy? I thought it was interesting. But here's the kind of stuff we got to keep pumping out, putting out. Because you're never going to see it on the news, never going to see it. You talk about a based union, okay? Whoa, what happened to my screen? A based union. Union leadership that's based. Border Patrol. America's founding fathers, according to a nitwit named Joe Biden. And of course, the one on the left is Laken Riley's attacker, and the other one, we all know, got a free ticket to California to live in beautiful sunny California after assaulting all those police officers and giving the world the finger. So anyway, I'm just looking in the chats. If I get quiet, sometimes that's what I'll be doing. But anyway, here's I had this in my studio. I might as well put it up tonight. Here's a picture of how Laura Loomer made the electoral map. Remember the map I just put up with the blue and the red? Wouldn't it be nice if this is the way they did it? You get a picture of Joe, where he's got his mouth hanging open, staring up the sky, all dazed looking. You put his face on DC and, well, by all rights, that's probably the only electoral votes he would win, truth be told, after our re-informing. They're disinforming and misinforming. We're going to re-inform people what the truth is. So I'd like the electoral map to look like this. Get a picture of Joe. Make it as good a picture as you can get. I don't care, but be better than look at those. They stole those colors from Reagan anyway. Most everybody knows that. That was from back in the day. Knows when it started out, Reagan was blue. Okay, David Brinkley, looking at the electoral map, his first election against Jimmy Carter, he said, I see a sea of blue. And that's how the whole country looked. He beat Carter so bad. And the next election came around. You had media flunkies switching around. That's how desperate and how conniving and insidious they are. They said, well, we're going to make Ronald Reagan red this time because his name starts with an R, and he was running against Mondale. Well, guess what? The next election, it was a sea of red. Okay, 49 out of 50 states. But anyway, that's how petty they are. Don't ever forget that. So anyway, they'll play that clip and play that clip unless, of course, they get embarrassed out of it. I don't know how you can embarrass these people. I don't know if that's even possible. But anyway, here you go. Whoa, what's going on with this thing? There you go. There, they try to portray Trump as being out of control, unhinged, and all that. Boy, there's some pictures there I could get crop out of there and get a couple of good thumbnails. Ha ha ha. But there's one for your quiver if you want to get it. Somebody giving you a hard time at Meta or wherever. Hi, Ace, how you doing? Yeah, sure they did. They built the country. Let's see. I'm just checking, see what's going on. Okay. So, seeing if we got any. Now, if somebody comes in on the left side, even to say Trump's a poopy head or anything like that, just let me talk to them. I mean, don't attack them. Don't do nothing. Remember, for everybody to be nice to one another. But I may not get anybody from left in, but I'm more than willing to have a conversation with them. So anyway, what cropped up on my news feed? Here we are. This might be it right here. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, Peter Navarro. Peter Navarro makes last-ditch bid at Supreme Court to avoid jail. The former Trump White House advisor is seeking to stave off a 4-month prison term for defying a subpoena from the House J6 bunch. And then this is how GOOGLE works, right? Right underneath the story, they palm off on me. I know what's going on with Peter Navarro, but they put it out people's phones. Right underneath, the United States House Select Committee has investigated the J6 attack on the United States Capitol, commonly referred to blah, 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 blah. Was a bipartisan select committee of the U.S. House, like hell it was. Everybody knows that was a crooked deal put together, cobbled together by Nancy Pelosi, Adam Kinzinger, and Liz Cheney, who got thrown out of office in the worst loss in history of any member of the House of Representatives. Was not bipartisan. So anyway, so Navarro is putting his papers forward with the court. And we have, since they're bringing that up, we got, this came out. Somebody teed off. Mr. T reposted this. Okay. Democrats, J and then 6 panel, withheld crucial evidence, including denial from Trump driver. New report. This is after they suppressed evidence and destroyed evidence of 10,000 National Guard being offered by Trump well in advance and being refused. For the first time, report released information from Secret Service driver who took Trump to his speech at the Ellipse and back to the White House. He directly contradicted, what's her name? Cassidy Hutchinson. So, yeah. How long do we go not hearing the truth? About as long as we're going to not hear the truth about, unless we put it out and shame them and mock them about this comment he made about the auto workers if Mexico keeps dominating like they've been dominating. Hi, Donna, how you doing? Nice to see you. Notification, let me see. Andrew, yeah. Hit the like button, or Chris Christie will fall through your ceiling and into your kitchen. Oh my gosh, don't wish that on anybody. Yeah, Robinson, please hit the like button. Candace Cleanup, how you doing? Donna didn't get a notification. You got to check that notification bell. Ah, Nikki, how you doing? Appreciate it. Appreciate that putting in there, but the BMAC, that's short for Buymeacoffee.com, and then you put in Mountainman, and there I am. I believe I'm the only one, but I got my symbol on there, so you know it's me. But anyway, so then Trump posted earlier today this. And this is why I put my thumbnail up that I put up, the picture I put up. He said she should, all caps now, if you're listening and he's put in all caps, she should be prosecuted for what she has done to our country. She illegally destroyed the evidence. Unreal. And this is a Federalist article. There's Liz. Cheney suppressed evidence scandal blows up the insurrection narrative. So, destruction of evidence, putting people in jail, throwing them in jail, keeping them in there for years. Hey, I don't give a damn if you're a member of the House of Representatives. Doing that to people and harming our country the way you harmed it. That's no protection. You will not get protection. And that will bring me back. I was keeping a loose eye on the chats, but I asked if anybody caught what Mr. T said about Nancy. And I'm scrolling to see if anybody caught it. And it's like I said, when you listen to his speeches, we know he'll do certain things and say stories and tell, about the wine with Macron. And we'll get into Macron too. And the snake and stuff like that. But when he tosses some out there and talked about, I want to hear it, He'll sprinkle it. He'll sprinkle it in there. Because I'll tell you one thing. This business of them making a mountain out of this molehill about this tells me something. It tells me that they're listening to every word he's saying. So I'll tell you what he said. Do I got any pictures of him in here? No, I got a video of him. Here, I'm going to play a video. It had something to do with this fellow here. Watermelon head, pencil neck, right? Adam Shifty Schiff. He mentioned Nancy, and I don't know. I'll tell you what I thought. But anyway, here's Schiff. I was talking about this the other day. How they're admitting to the American people and the world that they are not going to keep Mr. T up to date with current intel, security, and national security information, classified information. Now, guess what? Clean hands, okay? When stuff goes to hell in a handbag, they kept Trump in the dark. They're keeping us in the dark. Who are they going to have to blame but themselves? But anyway, this is Adam Shifty Schiff.
So let me ask you about this development this weekend. U.S. intelligence officials are planning to provide briefings for Donald Trump if he officially secures the nomination, despite the fact that he's facing 40 felony charges for his handling of classified documents. As the former chair of the House Intelligence Committee, do you think it's appropriate for him to receive intelligence briefings?
Well, that is the practice, but we've never had a situation where one of the candidates for president has been so criminally negligent when it comes to handling, if not worse, when it comes to handling classified information. So I have to hope, and knowing the intelligence community as I do, that they will dumb down the briefing for Donald Trump. That is, they will give him no more information than absolutely necessary, nothing that would reveal sources or methods, because we can't trust that he will do the right thing with that information. He's been so reckless. So, yes, it does concern me. It is part of a long tradition. They will be wary of what they should.
Let me ask the chat something. Has there been a final word on Steve Garvey in California? Has there been a final word on Steve Garvey in California? I read they were still counting the ballots. Still counting. Did you hear what I said? Still counting the ballots. So anyway, they're desperate to get Shifty Schiff in there. And the thing I'm going to point out, that what was said by Trump, that was outside of his regular speeches. He brought up Adam Shifty Schiff. And he said, I heard what he said about me on the perfect phone call. He twisted it. He didn't know I had a transcript. He repeated lies. But don't you know, he can do that if he's on the floor. If he's in the Capitol on the floor of the House, he can say anything he wants and I can't sue him. Then he pointed out that Nancy Pelosi was on television in a television studio repeating the same garbage and confirming everything that Shifty Schiff said, knowingly repeating lies that had to do with national security, okay? The reputation of the presidency, all right? I thought that was very interesting. That's why I put the picture up of Trump with the bars. And it says looking in, okay? He's going to be looking in the jail cell, not out of the jail cell when this is all over. What did he just say about Liz Cheney? She belongs in jail. What did he drop a dime on about Nancy? She broke the law. Adam Schiff got away with it because he was on the House floor. But when she confirmed it in a television studio across the airwaves, she knowingly repeated a lie. So anyway, I thought that was fun myself. Yeah, I see Lone Wolf. I heard that too, that they were supposed to have a runoff, but the last I heard, Steve Garvey was up by 4,000 votes. But however they slice it, there's been reported all the problems with the contraptions. I'll use that word instead of, I'll say it one time, machines. And then I say any more than that, I get in trouble. I'm going to call them contraptions. Those contraptions gave trouble in Georgia. They gave trouble in Missouri. They gave trouble in California. Okay? And it's taking weeks in the plural. As I've already shown, and Trump has already mentioned, Argentina, the entire country, France, the entire country, hundreds of millions of votes in one day, 6 to 7 hours, done. And we got states that haven't got their votes counted on primaries. That any rational person, if you can't stand Trump and you're listening and you feel like you might have a fit if Trump wins, if they can do it to us sometime down the road, they can do it to you, just like this situation here. AJ, okay, we all know this one, AJ. What a disgusting fraud. Clown basket. Before the show and showtime, this was State of the Onion, but a perpetuation of one of the biggest combination, okay, a psychological attack, okay, unlawful operation. Right here. Here you see it. He's still perpetuating. What does that tell you? It's still in the cards, folks, for them to come out with another boogeyman situation. And who knows? Who knows? What's his name? Gates. Okay, he was talking about smallpox being revived. Okay. That's supposed to be eradicated, but, they got samples of it. What can they do? They don't give a damn. They'll do whatever it takes. We know that. And the people who are thinking that Trump's the baddie and that these people are the good people, you better start thinking about it. Anybody that would knowingly release something on a population, whether it's real or just to terrorize them or force them to wear masks or scare them, people like that belong in jail. Okay, not in positions of trust. Yeah, Andrew, I seen that. Put a 3 for an E next time. M3ASLES. Ha ha ha. I know it's a pain in the butt, but we got to keep an eye on everything. So they're going to play and play and play here. Now, I know you all caught that Swalwell playing that tape of Trump where he maybe stumbled over a word here and there. 125 rallies, average speech time, well over an hour by himself. And they have like 5 clips of him mispronouncing a word or stumbling over a word. And then Eric Swalwell played that tape during the congressional hearings, Senate hearings, and somebody dragged the tape, slowed it down to exacerbate how Trump sounded. Was that what Trump was talking about, where they used AI? Not allowed to do that, Joe. But anyway, here's just 15 seconds of Joe right here. You're going to see them play, and this is every time he speaks. Every single time he speaks. They'll play clips of me coughing. But
tremendous amount of things you can cut. Maybe precise. Tremendous amount of things you can do, not cut. He said, I will, and but the bottom line is, he's still at it.
No, they're not going to play that. And here's a meme somebody made. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Here's how. This is the way you all want to be known? Anybody listening in that's a Biden groupie or whatever you call yourselves, Biden mumbles half a seven Democrats. Yay! I mean, the man's lost control of his facilities, his mental acuity, and his bowels at times. Okay, folks? Now, I thought this was interesting. I didn't crop the, let me see if I cropped it or not. The picture about Mike Pence deciding he was not going to support Trump. He was not going to endorse Trump. And I should have known. I should have known there was a reason for that. Whenever Pence or Bill Barr, people of that ilk, come out and say something bad about Trump, I think there's a reason, okay? So 2 days after Mike Pence says, I'm not going to endorse Trump for president, well, you know that's a ridiculous construct because who else is he going to vote for, okay? Now, his reasons were that he didn't feel Trump was strong enough on abortion issues. He didn't feel he was strong enough on a lot of very conservative issues, okay? So now they have this quote from Trump that they're blowing out of proportion. What do? Oh, invite Pence on Face the Nation. Face the Nation because he just said he wasn't going to endorse Trump, right? Well, here comes Pence on Face the Nation. They ran out and got him. Citizen Free Press says Mike Pence defends Trump after bloodbath hoax. Quote, the president was clearly talking about the impact of imports devastating the American automotive industry. Do you think they would have booked Pence on his show if he had not only the day before or 48 hours before came out with a formal statement that he was not going to endorse Trump for president? I don't think they'd have got Pence on their show. So, for a lot of folks that think Trump is very calculated in his missteps, his misspellings, his misstatements, this is in support of that. So, Andrew said Trump couldn't beat Biden at a debate on his best day. Andrew, are you drinking? Oh, okay, sharp as a tack. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay, Andrew. Andrew, Andrew, he's got a big old pitcher of Kool-Aid there, I guess. We know it. You're just joshing, right? Here we go. Here's another one. Citizen Free Press. Just 5 days ago. And I took it out of my phone, but I had Midas Trash, okay? Midas Trash. They pump out video after video after video. They get 250,000 views. What Trump did to the RNC. Trump is insane. He's destroying the Republican National Committee. And just 5 days ago, the media was using the same word, in quotes, bloodbath, to refer to layoffs at the RNC. And they had a clip there. I could have got it, but I wouldn't be getting it on until 10 o'clock at night. This hoax is the Russia hoax, the, quote, very fine people hoax, and the Zelensky phone call hoax. Same suit, different bow tie. And that's why we got to keep on pummeling the mockery. And what did I say? Repeating lies, repeating lies, just like Trump pointed out with Nancy Pelosi. Repeating lies. So if we have people come up here and they don't realize they're repeating lies, here we go. MSNBC. This is why they can't stand Elon Musk in control of Twitter. Trump says there will be a bloodbath if he loses the election. And they even got it in print down below. His image on the screen. Trump says there will be a bloodbath if he loses the election. Readers added context. Donald Trump was talking about the automobile manufacturing industry and potential economic turmoil, not political violence. And the full quote appears at the 34-minute in this video. So you can click it yourself and see. That's why they can't stand. How you doing, Jimmy? And that's right. Gutting the RNC. That's what I was saying the DeSantis operation was about. And I believe the Nikki Haley operation was to give them something to throw all their money at, okay? And give away their strategy, and they fell right into it. So anyway, so we got the J, and then the other word is 6. Crowd, all their shenanigans being exposed. We got these goofballs with the bloodbath being exposed. I put up some more stuff from Elon Musk. And he needs to watch. Maybe he is watching my show. I don't know. But anyway, this is from Babylon B. J6 protesters request to be called undocumented tourists. So that's another one you might want to put in your quiver to post somewhere if you're still surviving. Here's something else people need to know right here. What if the shoe was on the other foot? What if the shoe was on the other foot? There's caution tape around the Capitol. Raheem Kassam. 57% of Democrats want Congress to refuse certification if Trump wins. Washington, D.C. A stunning 50% of likely Democrat voters have told pollsters, Rasmussen reports, that Congress should refuse to certify the result of the 2024 election in the event of a Donald Trump victory. 50, that's almost 60% of Democrats. So that's what gets people going. Do I still want to be a Democrat? When the majority of them that you run into are willing to throw this country in turmoil against the people, good, hard-working people who like Trump and want America to be first, don't fall for these BS hoaxes like they're doing with the bloodbath and very fine people in Russia, and all the other crap they've thrown at him for the past 8 years. But take heart, folks, because 57% of Democrats, it's roughly now 30-some% call themselves independents. 30-some% call themselves Republicans. 30-some% call themselves Democrats. Roughly. It's really not a two-party system when you look at it that way. Roughly 30% for each, and then you got a sliver for libertarian. Well, wait a minute. What is 57% of 30%? Or 33%? 35% of the total population? You're only looking at maybe 20 to 25% people with this mindset. Hi, CJ 1975. Ravens, how you doing? Who else did I miss? Who else snuck in here? I don't know. Jimmy B, how you doing? Ian made it in. Well, Pence may not have lost his way, Ian. I think, he came out with that. It got him booked on the show. Got him booked on the show to defend Trump, and he called him the president. Here's a good meme for you folks. Talking about kids growing up when we were growing up, all that stuff. Growing up, if I wanted something, I had to earn it. This makes me think, he shows a kid mowing the yard. Remember them push mowers, man, when you were little and that push mower looked so big, but Mrs. Scratchbottom was going to pay you $6 if you mowed the front and the backyard. So you pushed and you pushed and you pushed. That reminds me of what we kept seeing Bobby Sinclair on TV. All right, commercials. Bobby Sinclair was out mowing the grass, had a little calculator, was counting his money and mowing grass for money. Boy, they took that down quick, didn't they? Ravens _wings 33. We can't put that in the chats. That is something that sets off the rhythm. So if your comment gets removed, please understand that you have to use use an exclamation point. All right? Something to throw it off where you don't put the actual term up there that is flagged. Okay? Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. Okay, thank you. So anyway, folks, they got rid of Bobby Sinclair real quick. All right? Remember that? Or is it just me? I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. But speaking of the RNC, Laura Trump came in and gave them a check for $100,000 right when she took over. Well, she didn't take over. She's a co-chair, okay? Co-chair, assistant chair, whatever. So that was done for, strategic purposes. Put a buffer in there. But Trump put up, proud of Laura. Big things happen. She's proud to announce the GOP had the largest digital fundraising weekend since 2020. Much more to come. We're just getting started. And this was right after Trump put out multiple times. You all, and you know who he's talking to. He's talking to rhinos. You all give to Nikki Haley one dime after today. I won't know you. I won't have a damn thing to do with you, and I won't take your money. I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay? Then he's got his daughter-in-law in charge of the RNC. So they're getting the message. They're getting the message, and they wasted hundreds of millions of dollars on that RNC garbage with DeSantis and Nikki Haley. Anyway, here we go. Let me get some of these memes going. My generation had Wonder Woman. Your generation has to wonder if it's a woman. Okay? They're not letting up with that Dylan Mulvaney stuff. I mean, what are these people insane? They don't care about profits. They don't care about nothing. They just care about their political message. And this is what it's getting them. This is what's getting our country. 20% of Gen Z identifies as the alphabet crowd. But Ivy League numbers are higher. I had no idea of the general population, 20% of Gen Z identifies. These are people who have been guided down a path to misery, okay? We'll get into that later. But look at this situation. Brown, Princeton, Yale, Harvard, Cornell. I'd like to see what, and Penn State. Anyway, as high as 38%. Look what it was in 2020, 14%. I mean, 2010, 14% in 2010. That's when they started really taking off. Obama and his spouse had been in power for 3 years. And, man, they started making hay right away. And they went from 14% all the way up to 38% in 2024. And at least one, believe it or not, Penn State. So anyway, this has got to be reversed. And, gentle mocking, we don't want to be the ones getting blamed when things go south for them, because they're only going to be psychologically uncomfortable and unhappy. And it ain't our fault, okay? It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's not anybody else. So if we put the mockery out there and get young people to just discount going down that road to begin with. And here, remember how Mr. T brought up Megyn Kelly? Well, it made me want to listen to her to see if she had anything to say back to him when he said, R.I.P., Megyn, at least you're making a living. I thought, well, let me see what she's got to say, and then I put up some of her stuff. So here she's doing a little series on a detransitioner and lawyer detail a lawsuit against the medical community, okay, for pushing this transition business, all right? I don't care if she leaves her hair purple. I mean, whatever. But it's what you are thinking about your God-given being, okay? Anyway, the lawsuits are going to be flying. This is just the beginning. I've shown in the past, I've gotten in trouble for it. I've shown in the past where people who have brought themselves back from the edge, whose parents were so inept and so, I don't know the word, who would do that to their child. But the child wised up and the child resisted and the child pulled themselves back from the brink. Now they're getting attorneys. Okay? So, you characters that have been pushing it, hang on to your flipping hats. But it's not just their attacks on very young people. They've got these companies and that are hiring people just for the sake of hiring people, not their qualifications. And Boeing, here you go. And this is Babylon Bee making fun. Terrorists decide against hijacking a plane after they realize it's a Boeing. Okay? Every foggy day you're hearing stories about doors flying off in midair, the wings falling apart, gas pouring out of the thing, the tires falling off of it. Yeah, and it ain't getting any better. And the real thing that has grabbed national attention, got people wondering what the hell is going on, is that whistleblower, right? What happened to him? And, it's a sad thing to make memes about. But sometimes to get both sides to look at something quick and simple, okay? And here you got a picture of Hillary with her microphone and earphones on, working the phones. You know what, a side hotline. How can I help you? And an executive of Boeing saying, I'd like to place an order. So it's come out about this fellow that lost his life, that he told his family that he was not in that way. Here he is here. This is an article I had near a couple of days ago. Lawyers for Boeing whistleblower found dead in his car as he was about to testify against aviation giant question the you-know-what-aside claim, okay? And, he didn't give any signs of depression off or anything like that. And he even told his family members that he was not that way, okay? And I got to watch what I say with that kind of stuff, especially on this platform. So let me catch up a little bit with the, oh my goodness. Okay. Found in the river, you say. There you go, Andrew. That's how you put it out there. Durban. Yeah, I can read it, and I agree. What? Tennessee, well, making hay by tearing up the school system. He put Mike Shell in the school system supposedly for the lunch program, but now we know what it was to inject DEI and the alphabet agenda in on a national scale. That's what I know to be a fact. Okay, my chat's disappeared. Where are you? All right, so screen's back up. Now, speaking of Mike Shell and stuff like that, were you all surprised about these questions? Well, I'm not going to say surprised. I'm going to ask the chats. Until the last 3 weeks to a month, have you ever heard anything about Macron's wife being dodgy, if you know what I mean? If you all would give me some indication of that, because I had never heard that until now. Let me see if my battery's doing good. Okay. I got to make sure I got enough juice to keep going. Hi, Judy. Have you all heard anything about Macron's wife before, or, apparent wife? And while you're all thinking about that, and be honest now, if you hadn't heard it before, say, no, I hadn't heard it, or I hadn't heard about it, because I've never seen anything about it. Here you go. While we're talking about that, black men with no fathers, white men with no fathers. Ha ha ha. So you can put that in your quiver too. There you go. I'll put it up there where you can, in case there's any chats. Lone Wolf said, yeah, a while ago. Bill said, nope. Mr. Renderson said, I'm talking about, last year. Did you hear about it last year? I'll put it that way. Or ever before now. Where'd you all hear from it? Yeah, CJ said he heard about it a couple of days ago. What's a while back? Was it last year? Because we've been talking about Mike Shell for 10 years. Well, y'all got good information, because I never heard about it. But this is what got me. I never heard about it. New York Post, French President Macron fires back for first time at claims his wife, 70, was born a man. And this is a picture the New York Post put up, folks. And I'm like, oh, gosh, let me rub my eyes. No, wait a minute. Let me get my glasses. Wait a second. Oh, no. They blocked her out. You see his hand at the bottom. Why would they black out her from the neck down on a New York Post article? So I said, gee, maybe they're bringing this stuff up because 70, let me tell you, that's a big gap, all right? 46 and 70, that's a big gap in age. And, for a woman to be married to man or a man to be married to woman. Mr. Bernstein said, just heard about it now. So Robin said nothing surprises her. And Tennessee heard rumors at the end of 23. It's recent. It's recent. And I thought, well, maybe they're trying to deflect from Mike Shell, get everybody wondering about Macron's wife and pick on her unfairly, right? And that way, when they start exposing, so to speak, Mike Shell, then everybody will say, oh, we've already been through this when they falsely accused Macron's wife, right? That's what I was thinking. But then I saw this on a Eastern website. And I don't know if anybody out there speaks French. There's a point in this video where a guy whispers to another woman. It's not Macron's wife, but you can tell by the look on her face something's going on. But anyway, let me play this little video. I got to make sure I got this thing centered up right for you. Tell me what you all think of this video. I thought it was an operation to protect Mike Shell.
Рос мальчик по имени Жан-Мишель Тронье. Тронье действительно девичья фамилия Брижит Макрон. Брижит Макрон. Жан-Брижит Макрон. Брижит Макрон. Тронье Жан-Мишель Тронье. Брижит Макрон. Жан-Брижит Макрон. Тронье Жан-Мишель Тронье. Рос мальчик Жан-Мишель Тронье. Тронье фамилия Брижит Макрон. А рос мальчик Жан-Мишель Тронье. Тронье. Фамилия Брижит Макрон. Брижит Макрон. Брижит Макрон. Жан-Брижит Макрон.
Now, any of y'all can read French? I stopped the video. It takes me a second to cut my mic on. Can any of y'all read French? Brigitte un une coquette. But anyway, I just stopped it there. And then now watch this lady's expression after he tells her whatever he's telling her. So anyway, that's what's going around on the Eastern news services. And I saw where somebody said they didn't have pictures of when they were young, but there they had the family tree, and they had, if you all want me to play it again, I'll play it again, maybe at the end of the broadcast, but they had pictures of when the name was Jacques, when they were in school. She was in school. So, yeah, watch the wives. That's right, Sherry. Tennessee, I tell you what. But anyway, so I played that. I figured, well, I better play that because I honestly thought it was an operation to falsely accuse. So then when the Michelle stuff came out, everybody would discount it. But anyway, you think you're going to hear the news report this situation here? You might want to get a screenshot and put this on your Facebook right here. Houston Chronicle. Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg went into Love Park Community Center Tuesday morning to cast a ballot for her own primary race, only to be told someone had already voted in her name, according to spokesperson Michael Kolnick. So, yeah, they're still up to vote. And somebody stole even their vote, the candidate's vote. So you think anybody's going to report on that? Do you think the news is going to report on this right here? Chuck Calesto. Shock report. The evacuation of the U.S. Embassy in Haiti marks the 6th embassy evacuation under the tenure of the Biden administration. Fox News. Has Biden become worse than Carter? Yeah, give them time. They'll report on it. Fair and balanced, you know. Anyway, let's see. Let me go run through this stuff real quick so I don't run out of time. Here's an article I told you about by Andy No. And I have been saying, y'all keep an eye on Andy No. For a year and a half, I've been saying that. Now, you guys are my witnesses. A teacher in Montgomery County, Maryland. I talked about this in another program. Arrested. Kids between 6 and 12. Irvin Giovanni Alfaro Lopez is illegal from El Salvador, previously deported twice, kept returning because Montgomery County is a sanctuary city. He was working, getting a paycheck. Getting deported, coming back, no big deal. And look at all the kids he harmed. Permanent damage to them. Now, if he did that in Florida, you know what kind of penalty he'd be facing? We need to do that nationwide. But anyway, I promised I would show that picture, and I did. So, I was talking about Andy No, and I saw this pop up. Andy No said, "Thank you, Elon Musk." Elon Musk followed you. I said, does it? I know Elon is listening to Mountainman, because I've been saying for a year to follow Andy No. He puts out some real stuff. So, next thing he had was, "Thank you, Elon Musk." Elon Musk, why does the radical far-left Biden administration welcome violent illegals into America to prey upon your friends and family? We are even warned by other countries that it's insane to make America a haven for their convicted criminals. And here's what Andy No reported. A Venezuelan Supreme Court judge is warning. Do you hear anything from the news about this? A Venezuelan Supreme Court judge is warning that violent convicts released from Venezuela are increasingly part of the migrant stream pouring into the U.S. Laken Riley's murder suspect is allegedly part of a violent Venezuelan gang. And then he has an article in the Post Millennial. And along with that very same post, he put this up. Elon Musk also reposted. Seems to be hardly any coverage of this MASS bang bang, right? The legacy media is RACIST against Asianias and who I eats only prints crime involving those racists. And these two suspects have been arrested over a mass, you know what, at a bus stop that injured 8 children on March 6th. No reports on it, folks. So now you got Elon Musk pumping out this good work by Andy No. And I've said in the past many times, people that, if I talk about the alphabet community, don't say I'm picking on cupcakes or the gay community. That's totally different. Andy No is gay, and I have the utmost respect for him. I've talked about past entertainers from way back in the 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s that nobody bothered, all right? And people made stars out of them. So, we're getting this private news service alliance, big tech and private news, all right? Here, how about this? This guy deserves a minute of your time. I've talked about this in the past. I'll leave it this size so you can get a screenshot if you want to share it. And then I will put it bigger so we can read it together. Stop legalized plunder. I built and, quote, paid for my house by age 25. Okay, he took a hammer, he took nails, he took wood, he built his home. Every 3 years, I pay property taxes equivalent to the original cost of my house. It takes 50% of my Social Security check to pay my property tax. Legalized plunder. They devalue the money. They raise the taxes. They put on onerous late fees, onerous penalties, onerous and confiscatory interest rates. All this poor fella's got to do is fall down one time. And the penalties that they'll dump on his head, he'll be lucky to keep his home. What does he owe him and what the hell for? What's it for? So, yeah, that's the condition a lot of people are finding themselves in. And, hey, to these characters that don't want to own anything, don't own anything, have no plans on owning anything, they don't give a damn. Keep raising it, right? Really go after those rich people that built a house and got the nerve to own their own property. Go after them so I can have my lattes. Well, here we got this couple here. Retired couple books 51 back-to-back cruises because it was cheaper than a retirement home. Hell yeah, you don't got no property taxes to worry about. You don't got anybody sending you letters about your grass not being mowed every Sunday. Whatever kind of other crap they throw at you. Give me another Corona. Let's see the world, honey. So, yeah. But the ideal situation would be for people to be living in peace in their own home. But no, they don't want that. They don't want you living in peace. They want your children to be confused and upset. Here we go. Whose son is that? It ain't my son. But there's a lot of people who, that's what they're raising. That's what they're raising. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Me? Whoa. Oh, Miss Mindersue. All right. Thank you, Miss Mindersue. Boom, boom, boom. She stopped by Buymeacoffee. Hey, the chats will probably get stuck, but I'm going to, let's see, boom, pow. Give Miss Mindersue some hearts and everything for stopping by Buymeacoffee. I appreciate it. Pow. What else do I got? Oh, my goodness. These things are new to me. Pow, that's a good one. Oh, it got stuck on the screen. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Miss Mindersue. I appreciate it. Jersey Joe, Cameraman, Nikki, boom, boom, boom. How to pay. Yeah, they want us to rest in pieces. How you doing, How to pay? Here's another good one for you. Put in your quiver. Do you support the new bill? What's it about? Well, it gives the government power to. No. Region 9 till I die. Is this a... Oh, Region 9, we gotta take your comment down because you're not allowed to put that letter up. Okay? It's the, what do you call it? Trust and safety. You can spell it out like CUE or stuff like that. There you go. There you go. I see what you did there, bud. They're even zeroing in on 1-7. But hey, speaking of that, Here is a post. Hopefully I don't offend anybody. But you're hearing all about what Trump said out of context. Faith over fear, Trump 2024 or before. Give our children a future they deserve. Freedom, liberty, and justice by using our voice to say, not on our watch. This SH, and then that's it, ends now. God woke us up for a reason. Post, repost, and share. If you like, someone's life depends on you. They do. Hunter's laptop. This guy looks familiar. And what's the chances of the person he's reaching out for is over 18? Okay. I'm sorry if I grossed you out, but there is a size where you can get the whole post on a screenshot if you wish. Okay. And are my chats stuck on the screen now that I did special effects? I don't know. So let me know. And did my video play good with Macron's wife? Because I could hardly hear the first video I played. I don't know why that is. So, I kept saying that, I can't be blamed. I don't want to be blamed for people in the alphabet community harming themselves, right? Don't blame me if they're confused, unhappy, and miserable. But here we go. ABC News. President Biden said in a statement, I thought, is he going to talk about the young girl who said all lives matter and then she got one in the head? Is he going to talk about Laken Riley? Is he going to talk about Kaylee, who al-Baghdadi got over in the Middle East? Is he going to talk about? No, he's talking about they're heartbroken about the loss of Nex Benedict. Biden added that Benedict should still be here with us today. Bullying is hurtful and cruel, and no one should face the bullying that Nex did. Well, this is a story of somebody who was, I guess, transitioning, an underage person, and something happened to them. And they blaming conservatives, and nobody even really knows what the story is. That's the kind of propaganda they're putting out, folks. Yeah, they'll destroy your phone, Debbie. See what happens with this video of mine. This video. Here's another post from Based Border Patrol. Union, not corrupted ones that have been taken over by organized crime, a.k.a. politicians. Tyson Foods has a decade-long record as a magnet for illegal aliens. The fact that they just fired Americans in Iowa so they could hire more illegal aliens is not surprising. It's what they do. They may produce chicken wings, but they deserve their chicken, you-know-what, SH, and that's it, T, reputation. You all have been in the game long enough to remember Tyson Food was very tightly wrapped up with the Clintons. All right? During all their scandals throughout the Clinton presidency, Tyson Food was arm in arm, elbow to elbow with the Clintons. All right? So now they're putting bugs in our food. Here, I got a screenshot of what Nikki put up earlier. Nikki can put a link in her channel. If you want to go over to subscribe to her, go to her community page. And on my community page, I put up stuff too, but I only get like 25 likes or something. And I appreciate those very much. But here's Nikki's channel. She can put a link in. Boycott them all. Boycotting Tyson Foods. Here's the brands. And you get a screenshot of that too. So you know what not to get. And I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see anything that I buy. So I'm not going to lose out. Well, here's our farm. Sometimes during Christmas, I'll get gift those sausage and cheese baskets and stuff like that. But that's not me buying it. So anyway, keep yourself from eating bug parts. Here you go. I've talked about this many times. There you go. This is what they're all about. Boy, this particular picture has personal meaning to me. I had a property that had a bridge went across, was nearby, and people looked down off that bridge. People having fun, and they just hated it. They hated anybody having a little bit of fun out of life. Remember, I used to say it a long time ago, folks. For all my good friends out there who've been with me from the beginning, I've said they're not happy unless they're miserable, and they can't stand somebody having a little more fun out of life than they do. And the sad part about it is they don't know how to have fun out of life. Okay? So if they get pissed off because you're having more fun than them, they stay that way because they're always miserable. And if you're a happy person, take a look. Take a look. That's what you get. Here we go with another. This is Patricia Dixon put up something about Elon. She said, Elon Musk ain't playing. Joe Scarborough, Donald Trump's America, and he's proud of it. He promised another bloodbath if he loses again. This post was deleted by the post's author. Elon Musk said J and then 6 was not a bloodbath by any definition, and Trump was referring to job losses in the auto industry when he used that word. Your post is extremely misleading. So yeah, Elon Musk is coming out, and that's right, Jax. Enjoy watching the meltdown. Here's one I didn't get a chance to put it up. Wait a minute now. Did anybody look? I'm sorry if I missed it in the chats, but somebody put this up a day or two ago. They are still counting. The election was March 5th. Garvey is leading by 4,000 votes. This is what happens when Democrats are losing. California, when you need days to count the ballots, somebody is trying to bridge the gap. Stop the and then STEAL. So did they finish up? I mean, what's going on? I don't know if anybody looked that up or not. And here's what you get with demon rats. With Joe. Now with Trump, they blasted out there. But with Joe, willfully retained and shared classified information. What they blow out with their bullhorn, Joe Biden has been exonerated. Go back to sleep. So yeah. They put out, oh boy, this. Here we go. Here's the two creepos right here, Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney. They're both out of the House. House may refer J and then 6 committee members for prosecution. And that's right, it may not be an election. There may not. But the day is coming. The day is coming for sure. And, hey, we'll see which way this ball keeps bouncing. Now, I heard that they're going to give 300 and some million. Here we go. Elusive Truth put this up. Biden administration is sending $333 million to Haiti and this guy named Barbecue. This is a guy named Barbecue. Now, take a look at this, folks. What's that on there? What's that? Ain't that something? I haven't heard anybody talk about that yet. But, so they're giving him emergency money. The guy's nicknamed Barbecue. How many people know about that? But then the next question is, hold on. The next question is, where'd he go? His competition, this guy right here. Barbecue's biggest rival in Haiti, a gang boss rapper and U-Tizzler tuber. Haitian gang leader Izo has a resume that includes kidnapping, extortion, savage red rums, and a U-Tizzle award for one of his music videos. Are they going to have a primary? Those two, Barbecue and Izo? And how do you vote? I mean, I don't know. So, but somebody's going to get $333 million. He's going to get, and who's going to get that from? Oh, that's right, this guy right here. Yeah, he's going to kick in. Let me get that down where you get his cowboy hat in and everything. There you go, in case you want to get a screenshot. Imagine when he was young, building his home, thinking, man, I am doing good. I'm doing so good. I'm 25. I got my home paid for. Now look at him. Here we go. What's this? Daily Mail. Biden forgot the year Bo died. Now this is from the actual transcripts, not the BS. Okay? This is from the actual transcripts. Biden forgot the year Bo died, when Trump was elected, and said, I don't recall, I don't remember, and I have no GD idea more than 100 times. Damning transcripts of Robert Hur interview, okay, reveals. So, hey, if somebody made a mistake voting for him, straighten it out. Straighten it out this time around. Let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Oh my gosh, that's so ugly about Joe Biden. Let me see. Oh, here's something else the news is going to report on, okay? The print doesn't matter. You can't read the print. It's the sound, okay? I want to see, didn't you guys hear about this big news? This is really big news.
42,000 people in Nevada voted more than once, according to your work in this. 42,000 people. 1,500 people voted in Nevada that were dead. 19,000 people voted though they did not live in Nevada and they weren't a college student. 8,000 people voted from a non-existent address. 15,000 people voted though they were registered to a commercial address or a vacant address. And 4,000 people voted in Nevada that are non-citizens. My question to you is, in my state, when someone votes twice, and we do have that occasionally, and about 50 times a year that actually occurs in our state, we prosecute individuals that vote twice. Of this 130,000 instances that you have identified from the 2020 election in Nevada, do you know of any prosecutions currently going on in Nevada for any voter fraud?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. 130,000. Okay. Oh, but find me the votes. Prosecute Trump for saying, find me the votes that are illegal and get them thrown out. And here we go. We should be banning Chinese-owned politicians before banning Chinese-owned apps. And we got something else here from Elon Musk. I think a lot of people should be paying attention to. Let me see if I can find it down here. He's given us a warning. Well, anyway, here we go. There's either a red wave this November or America is doomed. imagine 4 more years of this getting worse. So, anyway, I appreciate you all spending your precious time with me. I'm looking for a video. I have got to get me something good I could play on an outro. And I don't remember if I have still in my quiver here. Well, I could play Laura, but I'll just play Sleepy Joe. Well, maybe now. Here we go. Here we go. I'll go out with Putin since he was laughing at Macron. And I appreciate you all spending your precious time with me. I think you'll enjoy this little video clip. And I'll be posting again live. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can join in. And I appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you to Miss Minter Sue for helping sponsor tonight's program on Buy Me a Coffee. This is Mountain Man, over and out. Want to play this? Okay.